Welcome back to another one. Today's video, we're going to be reviewing the TENICOR Velo Lux appendix inside the waistband holster. I've been carrying it for a couple weeks now, and I feel like I have a really good grasp on the type of holster this is, whether it's worth the money or not, because these are pricey. I haven't made any adjustments to it, just straight put these clips on there. So what I like to do is carry it for a couple weeks, get a feel for it, then make the minor adjustments that I need to make it fit my body style. But let's just jump right into it. We're not going to go so much over the specs, like website listed specs. I just want to give you my honest opinion on whether this holster is worth the money or not, and if it's a good everyday carry holster. Let's get right into it. So I got this holster to accommodate my new 43X. I'm going to make a whole new video on why I went to the 43X over the SIG P365X macro. Absolutely love that firearm. I think it's an awesome everyday carry, but there's some things I'll share in a later video on why I went to the 43X. So make sure you hit that like and subscribe if you want to hear my opinion on why I switched to the 43X. All right, onto the holster. Now, there are some things about this holster that I want to point out. So right out of the box, you get a really, you could tell immediately it's a really well-made holster. And you're probably thinking, it's just a holster. How good can it be? How different can it be? And it's true to a certain extent, but there are a few little features that different companies do, little standouts that really set them apart. And I feel like TENICOR here has done that. As you know, one of my favorite holsters is the Works holster that I carried with my SIG P365. I think it's a really well-made holster. However, I am telling you that this is probably moving up the ranks in my top carry holsters. It is just phenomenal. So when it comes is you get that cam system. I think it comes with 3 different cams. You get the clips, a lot of adjustment there you can make. I haven't adjusted it. I feel like I need to drop it down just a little bit so it sits lower in my pant line. And I'll show you some B-roll of it on me so you can see it conceal. But there is some adjustments I need to make. So immediately out of the box, the first thing I do when I check the holsters to let me know if it's a really well-made holster is I check if there's any burrs. If there's any hot spots, there's any spots with material that's left that can, be a little jagged or sharp. This did not have any of those. It was perfectly buffed out along the ridges. No issues there. The second thing I look for is potential hot spots, and that is where this comes into play. The Velo Lux here has almost what are those called? Wedges. It's a wedge. It has a built-in wedge there. And I was a little worried about that because that can definitely create a hot spot when you're carrying. We all know that these wedges definitely can create hot spots. But I will say this, after the first week or so of carrying this, there was a sore spot in my groin area where this hump sticks out, but it wasn't enough to be like, I can't carry this holster. And after a few more days, it definitely went away, and I completely forgot he was even there. But it does help, and I believe it does. You can see right there. What it does is it pushes it into your body, driving the grip of the gun back into your body, which helps with concealment. On top of that, you have this cam here that also pushes on the belt, driving the handle of the gun back into your body for better concealment. After years of testing holsters, there's a few things that I like and I don't like that are just personal preference. They don't make or break the holster themselves. For instance, when the companies put the retention with like the cam system to push on the belt to drive the handle into your body more, I don't like that. I like separate retention screws. Even if it sticks out and creates a little more material, I prefer that just to have the retention separate by itself. But it's not an issue here. If you go too loose, you're definitely going to have a loose cam system right there, but it's not an issue. You shouldn't have to go that loose. I tightened this down just a little bit. Nothing's come loose over the last couple of weeks. None of the screws are falling out, which I've had in the past with some other cheaper holsters. Definitely had issues there. Another thing I want to point out with the TENICOR with the Velo Lux here is that it is optic ready. So we'll go ahead and, most holsters now are optic ready for the most part, but this specifically, the Velo Lux, is made for optic and light accommodation. I have the TLR7 HLX sub on there. This is an amazing light. This is a review on its own, man. That's just a really bright mini light, perfect for everyday carry. And another thing that I always test out when I first get a holster is that retention. Is there that positive retention where I know my gun is not going to come loose? There's adequate trigger guard cover. That's another important aspect. But first thing I test, you have that positive retention. I like to let you guys hear that on the microphone real quick, so I'll shut up. You hear that? That's a positive click. I love hearing that. If the holster doesn't have that and it just kind of sits in there, I'm a little leery of it. A lot of times, you know, the gun can come loose. Even if you have a tight down retention, you still want that positive click because it's telling you that this holster is perfectly molded to this firearm. And that's exactly what I want. As I showed you before, you have a lot of options to change around your configuration to fit your body type. I prefer a little bit wider clip stance like that because it distributes the weight better. Your gun's not flopping around at all. But even if you choose to go tighter there, I don't think it'll be an issue. The clips are, I mean, those are strong. They're kind of frustrating to get off it sometimes, but they loosen up over time. Moving on, I would say, like I said, another really important aspect is making sure your trigger is completely covered, which they did obviously really well there. There's no issue with any exposed trigger, or my shirt can get in there or something like that. I don't see an issue with that at all. It has just been a phenomenal everyday carry holster. I'm telling you, my work, so let me grab it for you. My works holster here that I use with my P365X macro was probably number one. I would say this is my favorite holster that I've carried. It's just so comfortable. And you can see the difference there. See that? See if I can hold it to the camera. You can see how that material comes out a lot to push it back into your body, where the works doesn't have that. It mostly you just utilizes this right here, or it pushes on the belt. I forgot what that's called, but I guess you can call it the cam system too. But that pushes against your belt, pushing the handle of the gun back into your body, because we all know that the handle is the part that's the difficult part to conceal. But so all those little adjustments make a difference when you're trying to conceal a gun. And so the holster does matter. All those little attention to detail when it comes to holsters matter. They really do, especially testing them over the years. I'll tell you that this has moved up probably top two for me. Absolutely. Wedge, no problem. Doesn't create a hot spot. Kind of get used to it. One thing they do tell you, they send with your package when you get it in the mail. And like I said, this is not a paid advertisement. I paid for this with my own hard-earned money, so they don't even know I'm doing this or my channel exists. But one thing they do send you in the package when you get it is the fact that there's no what does they call it, safe queens allowed, because of the fit is so tight and perfect that you will get some scuffing on your firearm. I haven't noticed anything. Obviously, a couple weeks probably won't, taking it in and out of the holster. I like to carry it with the 10-round mag. I have 15-round mags. I think 10-round mags are adequate for me. It's a whole nother video, a whole nother discussion. But I do keep the 15-round mag in there for my bedside gun, because this is my everyday carry and my bedside gun. So I keep the 15-round in there for nighttime and daytime carrying, just for light, easy concealment. I like keeping the 10-round. And if I need more ammo, I'll throw an extra 10-round in my pocket. Not a big deal to me. But all in all, guys, just a short, quick video. Like I said, not going over too many of the specs here. I just want to give you my honest opinion on the TENICOR Velo Lux holster. I think it is absolutely top two of all my holsters I've tested. Works is up there. LAS Concealment's up there for me. Those are top two, and then this gets up in the top three of holsters. I do need to carry it a little bit more, but as of right now, I could immediately tell, doing all these tests over these years, that this is a really well-made holster, and it is worth every penny, even though they are very pricey. You do want to spend that extra money and get yourself a really nice everyday carry holster. It matters, trust me. All those little attention to details matter a lot. So that's it. Just a quick review on the TENICOR. Quick plug, I do have a fishing channel, so if you like fishing content, I'll leave it in the description below. You can check it out. I have another video coming out explaining why I went to the 43X over the P365X macro, even though I love that gun. There's some things that I wanted to change, and the 43X absolutely met that for me. So absolutely love this gun. But hit that like and subscribe. Catch you on the next one. Peace.